Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. I am so excited that you're here. In today's video I wanted to share some veggie bowls that I've been veggie bowls, okay. All right. That I've been enjoying for lunch. Honestly, these have been repeat meals for me because they are loaded with vegetables, healthy carbs, and protein, which in my opinion makes the perfect meal. And then on top of that, they're easy to put together. So I wanted to share some bowls that I've been enjoying for lunch that I think you will enjoy as well. So let's go ahead and get into the video. So the first bowl that I have been making on repeat is this taco salad inspired bowl. The flavors work so well together, which makes it extremely easy for me to want to enjoy this often. This is essentially a hearty yet healthy bowl, so I'm using romaine lettuce as the base. However, you can try this with any leafy green that you prefer. Here I'm putting together something like a pico salad-ish. So I'm adding sliced cucumbers, some cherry tomatoes, red onions, salt, and black pepper. I wish I wouldn't have used my last lime from making this bowl the day before, or I would have added that along with some cilantro, but we're just making it work with what we have. For the week, I did cook up a batch of pea protein plant-based crumbles, and I'll put the brand that I use along with some other options in the description box in case you want to give them a try. I added some of that along with some roasted corn, and this is actually frozen corn that I just warmed up, which makes putting meals together a breeze, so don't sleep on the frozen veggies, y'all. I added some of that cucumber pico salad-ish, if you want to call it, some pickled red onions, a scoop of mashed avocado that I just seasoned with salt and black pepper, and then also added on some cashew queso. Over on IG, when I posted that I was having this for lunch, someone asked what dressing I was using, but honestly, between the avocado, the queso, and just the flavor from everything, I didn't need a dressing. But if you would like to make one, I recommend trying my cilantro lime avocado dressing, and I'll have the video for that recipe linked in the description. Also, before moving on to the next bowl, let me know what else you would add to this bowl. Since I've been making it on repeat, I would love to know what additions you would make so that I can try it out when I make this again. The next bowl is a BBQ Inspired Bowl. It's a barbecue shredded tofu bowl that has all the fixings you would find on a barbecue pulled sandwich. And as mentioned, I'm making shredded tofu. So I had some fava bean tofu, which if you're soy free or you're just looking to differentiate the type of plant protein you're using, I would definitely recommend giving this a try. But you could also try this with soy-based tofu. And if you do, I would recommend getting the super firm tofu. And you can also give this a try with pumpkin seed tofu. I just shredded that until it looks like this, and then I seasoned it with some coconut aminos, garlic and onion powder, smoked paprika, black pepper, honestly the usual suspects here. And you can either air fry or bake this. I air fried mine on about 400 degrees for roughly 8 to 10 minutes. I just wanted to make sure it got slightly crispy. So while that was going, I began to work on the rest of my ingredients. So I started by making a quick slaw, which has carrots, cabbage, shredded Brussels, and lettuce. This was honestly a store-bought salad mix that I just decided to doctor up with some dairy-free plain yogurt, a little apple cider vinegar, some sweetener, salt, and black pepper. I also had some sweet potatoes that I roasted for the week, and I plan to use that in this bowl as well. And by now the tofu was done in the air fryer, and I tossed that in a little bit of barbecue sauce, and y'all, it was so good. Shredded tofu is my new favorite way, and I recently used it in a buffalo dip, which was chef's kiss. I'll have that video linked in the description for you as well in case you want to give it a try. And the last thing to do here was just to assemble and enjoy. So I added down some of those sweet potatoes, that slaw mix that I whipped together, a lot of the shredded tofu because, as I mentioned, big fan over here. And what's a pulled barbecue sandwich without some pickles? So I added some of those, of course some red onions because I've been adding them on everything, some parsley, and more barbecue sauce. The flavors in this bowl were everything, and you have got to give it a try. Mediterranean bowls are a favorite of mine because they just taste so fresh, and this one is no different. So that's what we were making on this day. I'm using chickpeas in this bowl, and typically I would just have the chickpeas, just drain them and rinse them off really well, but I wanted to roast these along with some onions. So I just seasoned those with some salt, black pepper, smoked paprika, and cumin, and I baked them in the oven on about 400 degrees until they were crispy. Next, I moved on to my dressing, which has hummus as the base. I also added some red wine vinegar, salt and black pepper, smoked paprika, dried oregano, garlic powder, maple syrup, and warm water to thin it out. And as mentioned, these bowls have quite a bit of vegetables and flavor. So I'm going in with some cucumbers, cherry tomatoes, pepperoncinis, I hope I said that right, olives. And if you don't like olives, I am judging you, because how can you not like olives? Yeah, I'm side-eyeing you if you are one of those people who do not like olives. But anyway, I also added some fresh parsley and plant-based feta. And if you saw my recent ingredient prep video on my shorts feed, I also prepped a batch of quinoa for the week, and I added some kale pulp. I had made some fresh juice and added kale in there, so I saved the pulp from the kale and I added it into the quinoa for even more nutrients, and I really enjoyed it. So I'm adding some of that to this bowl along with some arugula, a lot of that salad mix that we made, the roasted chickpeas and onions, a drizzle of hummus, and more pickled onions. This was another delicious and yet satisfying bowl. So those are some of the bowls that I've been having on repeat. Let me know if you would like to see more videos like this. If you want to see more bowls that are meal prep friendly, I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.